Well, today the Suffield Board of Selectmen hit the pause button on a controversial proposal that would have required, for example, me to obtain a permit 30 days in advance just to be able to conduct this news report on the town green. Suffield. Settled in 1670, the town green in this rural farm community has served as a gathering place for the free exchange of ideas for centuries.
These types of places, I think, represent the best of American democracy.
So last month, when the Board of Selectmen issued this draft policy restricting its use, it raised eyebrows and ruffled feathers.
The Suffield Board of Selectmen is trying to stifle expression from groups and individuals who would promote diversity and inclusivity. And anyone who's paying attention to what's been going on in town here can see that.
The policy stated that for any use of the town green, you'd first need to check with the first selectman and obtain $1 million in liability insurance coverage. Then you'd have to apply for a permit, which could be denied for a number of reasons. And depending on what you were planning, you may even be required to pay for a private police detail.
And that's absurd, it's overly broad, and it invites abuse of power.
The controversy caught the attention of FIRE, the nonpartisan nonprofit foundation for individual rights and expression. It sent a letter to the first selectman expressing concern the policy trampled on people's constitutional rights.
So the type of spaces that Americans have historically used to protest, to debate, to discuss issues, to engage in artistic expression, and engage in all manner of expressive activity. And so the government really has very little authority to limit expressive activity in these spaces.
Fox 61 went to the Suffield Town Hall.
We just wanted to see if the first selectman would be available to talk to us about the policy that some say would limit free speech on the town green.
First Selectman Colin Mull agreed to sit down with me.
I would argue that it's only controversial because some people made it controversial.
Would you consider yourself a supporter of free speech?
Absolutely, 100%.
Mull told Fox 61 the policy was simply a draft for which they welcomed public input and were open to amending the language.
The goal was just simply to ensure we had a liability policy, and I think we lacked one.
Mull said the concept was taken from the neighboring town of Enfield.
We have off-duty contracts with the police all the time when people are working on the sides of our roads. So why should we pay for the police when they need to control traffic for a large event?
And though the town has decided not to move forward with the idea, Mull disagrees with those who say it would have trampled on the First Amendment.
It limits none of that. And I would ask them what example specifically it limits.
And this isn't the first time that Suffield has been the subject of a censorship controversy. Just last year, the library director here at the library behind us resigned, saying that she was under pressure from town leaders to remove and put warning labels on books that referenced the LGBTQ+ community. We're live in Suffield. Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.